Welcome traders to yet another educational video of Nifty Short Term View, episode number 40. In today's trading session, we can clearly see that Nifty and Bank Nifty Futures, both of them have been able to close in positive, but I think the close is just marginally positive, where Nifty has been able to close just 18 points in the positive territory, and Bank Nifty Futures has been able to close just 91 points in the green territory. If you check private banks are very, very small marginal gain, which I would not even include. And same thing goes with AutoPack. So actually speaking, apart from financial sector, I think all the important indices have actually closed in the red territory. All right. It was sort of a day where you can say sell on rise or something like that. So now let's understand what is the overall trend of the market currently. And as usual, first I'll be starting with the Nifty Futures. In front of us, we have the Nifty Futures current month charts. And on the left hand side, we have the hourly time frame chart, and on the right hand side, I have the daily chart. Starting with the daily chart, we can see that overall market biasness is still on the downside. The trend is currently flat, but just if the Nifty Futures price start dropping, I think the downtrend will resume very, very soon. All right. Now, if you check 2 days price action, especially I'm talking about these 2 days, what has happened over here? The first candle over here, which you can see number 1, is actually an inverted hammer, and the candle number 2 is a hammer. So we can see bull versus bear. Why? Because I've been continuously saying that this particular level, which is 16,300, is going to act as a strong resistance for the Nifty Futures, even in the daily chart and even in the hourly chart. If I check properly, the same zone, the same price band in the short-term hourly charts, you can see in the similar zone, somewhere around over here, 1600, 330, you will see very less amount of candles have been able to close in positive. And even if they do close, we can see consistent selling coming from there. And the selling which comes from there is pretty sharp. Last time, I think from 16,340, we saw a drop till 15,760. Today also the sell-off has started, but somewhere over here, I think a small pullback today did happen, due to which we can see that a small hammer has been created in the daily time frame charts. Now, again, in the hourly charts, the trend is again flat. It's not down. But if you check in the 15-minute chart, in ultra short-term time frame charts, I believe that in case if we do have a short-term pullback probably tomorrow, then this particular small price band can give Nifty Futures a short-term resistance, immediate short-term resistance, which is 16,200 to 16,188. Now, apart from the negative biasness, if I check the overall way the RSI is moving, especially in the daily chart, if you see the slant, if you see the direction, it's slightly on the sideways. It's neither down, it's neither up, it's slightly sideways. So I guess the overall biasness is certainly on the downside, but currently what we can see in the market is some sort of sideways consolidation zone. And if we want the markets to come down, we need some serious selling pressure to kick in. All right. Let's check the Bank Nifty Futures chart. Bank Nifty Futures chart, on the other hand, are much more confident that the bears are in complete, you can say, control. And the reason for that is the last 2 days candles. Both of them are inverted hammers, and very, very clearly we can see that the selling is coming from this trend line resistance, and this trend line resistance is actually holding on since March of 2020. I'll just share with all of you. You can see this trend line resistance is pretty strong. All right. So we can see consistent type of selling coming from there. But if you again check the shape of the RSI, it's again slanting. So more or less, yes, the biasness is certainly on the downside. I don't try to avoid that thought process. But yes, in that overall downside momentum, downside biasness, there is some sort of short-term consolidation which is happening. If you check the hourly charts, okay, if you check the hourly charts properly, what is happening is the prices have fallen from 34,820 and it did went till 34,080 or something. Then again from there we had a spike up and again down. So overall in extreme short term, if you see, there is no perfect one-way downside momentum which we can see somewhere over here or maybe somewhere over here. Over here there is some sort of consolidation which is going on. In extreme short-term charts, in the 15-minute chart, say for example, if we do have a pullback tomorrow, then we certainly have a band of immediate resistance which could pose serious selling pressure in the short term, very, very short term. And that band is from 34,310 to 34,454 or 455. Now, apart from Nifty and Bank Nifty, what I can see, one thing clearly, that private banks, which I would like to share with you, have started sharing some trades that probably the biasness is certainly on the downside, but there is some selling pressure coming from higher levels, because if you check properly, there is a gap over here, right, my friends? There is a gap over here. And most of the times whenever prices have tend to visit that area, there has been some sort of selling pressure coming up in this particular zone. All right. So it seems that private banks are facing some sort of heat, some sort of selling pressure. And according to me, I have seen two stocks. The first one is the ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank, you can see, is currently in a zone of resistance. I guess this is the zone of resistance for me. Some sort of selling pressure is getting developed. I don't think even if the sell-off happens, it will be too soon. If it happens, it will take maybe a couple of days to actually develop and see a probably downside momentum coming up. And you need to time the trades from the short-term charts, not from the daily charts, as it will be a short-term trade in case if you have one. And the next stock which I did pick was Axis Bank. Axis Bank is also one chart, but while picking this stock, while trading this stock, one has to be even more careful because what has happened is, in the case of ICICI Bank, there was not a very big sharp sell-off, which we can see in Axis Bank over here. So in case if there is some sort of consolidation or something, sideways movement more is probable in Axis Bank rather than ICICI Bank. But yes, both of these candidates are certainly a candidate of short-term selling, because you can see that the price is currently hovering around the resistance band. The first resistance band is over here, which is accompanied with the 38.20% Fibonacci retracement. And second one is 23.6% Fibonacci retracement, because you can see price is not able to close below this zone, above this zone, I'm sorry. So Axis Bank and ICICI Bank are two stocks picked, which I would like to share with all of you. And I hope that this video has added value to all of your analysis, that how market is going to pan out in the next few days. Do let me know by your comments below. Trade less, trade wisely, stay safe. Thank you.